Hey guys, Hannah here and welcome to the final episode of 2020 for Insta360 TV. Snow season is well and truly upon us, and there are a few things that you must know about using your camera in the snow. Luckily enough for you, we're going to cover everything in this episode, and seeing as it's sub-zero, I think it's going to be a pretty cool one. So let's get to it. So if you're not familiar with 360 cameras, then you may be thinking to yourself, why would you ever want a selfie stick? Well, with a 360 camera, it's an absolute game changer because by simply holding it in slightly different angles or using reframing, holding your selfie stick straight out forward, you can unlock limitless amounts of different angles. In this video, we're going to see a lot of selfie stick action, but we're going to head up to the top and I'll show you the best ways to get 6 selfie stick shots. So let's go. Your 360 camera's best friend is always going to be your selfie stick. The biggest benefit with this is that even holding it stationary in front of you like this unlocks all of the different views within the 360 space. Using reframing, you can look up, down, all around to the sides, and you can also choose the aspect ratio after the fact with 360, which is an additional bonus. So one of my friends who's a much more talented skier than me is going to show you the descent. I'm about to head down at a slightly more leisurely pace compared to the athletes, but I've got a little hack for you guys that really don't want to carry around any other accessories other than your selfie stick. That is the backpack hack. All you need to do is stick your selfie stick into your backpack and make sure that the zipper is really nice and tight. So some of you might be aware of our back bar accessory, which gives you that really nice third person perspective. However, if you don't want to carry around accessories, this is the hack for that. It's good because the stabilization is going to make sure that you've not got too much movement, even if you're going down at a fast pace. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to head down. I keep talking about reframing in this episode, so I just want to show you how easy it is to do even when you're on the go. Because when you're on these kind of trips and you've got some really dope scenes down the slide, you really want to make sure that you've got these moments so you can upload them directly. So here I've got some sample footage of when we send the athlete down with the selfie stick right in front of him. So something that I like to do with the field of view, you'll see you've got a lot of options here in the bottom, is go into Tiny Planet. By doing that, you can adjust the view and it makes the environment look slightly distorted. So I think it gives it an overall more immersive look and it makes the athlete look like he's going even faster. But of course we're shooting in 360, so even if he's just holding this out in front, we can switch this around and we're getting a view of the horizon. But say we want to zoom in a little bit more on the mountain details, we could go into narrow and then bring it back round to the subject and go into ultra wide, so we've got a full frame shot of the athlete. And the good thing about shooting in 360 is you never miss a moment. So here we've got a really cool shot of when all the powder is switching off the back of the skis. So say we want to do a zoom in that, we can go into narrow and then we're going to come back to an ultra wide so he's in the shot. So keyframes are fun, but if you want something even more efficient and quick, there's the deep track function. So I'm going to zoom towards the end here when the athlete was doing the movement with the selfie stick up and behind. So for that, we're going to use deep track. So all we need to do here is choose our center and then long press down for deep track. Circle the subject, center the target, why not? And then we can start tracking. So you see, even though he's moving the selfie stick, the AI can track so that he is in the shot at all times, which can save you a lot of time. But really, deep track is the ultimate game changer for follow shots. So we sent 2 of the athletes down one of the black diamond slopes that we certainly weren't going to go on, and they were going at crazy speed. So I'm going to show you some footage of them using deep track for their follow shots. Next up is for you guys who want to take your stunts to the next level, and for that you're going to need to go over to Shot Lab. If you're not familiar with Shot Lab, it's a section in our app where we have AI editing templates, but the clone trail is #1 if you're going to be doing tricks on the slope. The setup is super simple. All you need to do is have your camera stationary on your tripod and stick it down, probably better on a more flat surface. You don't need to do anything with settings, you just shoot in standard 5.7K 30 FPS, and then either do a movement from side to side if you're a bit of an amateur like me, or you can also do nice roundabouts around the camera. So we're going to get the athletes to do some tricks now. Okay, so we're doing a quick challenge whilst we're on the chairlift on the way up to show you how quick the clone trail can be generated. So we're in Shot Lab, clone trail. And then for this example, I'm just gonna use the ski footage where he was dancing around the tripod. Okay, I've got my clip. I'm gonna go for a little bit, select my target. Let's stop the tracking now. We want high levels of clone trail here, generate clone trail, and then we're going to get the preview, hopefully by the time we get to the top. And we've got our preview, clone trail, max up the speed, then we got it. So in this section, we are going to cover 2 must-do POVs, not just for snow season, but for 360 cameras in general. So the first one is a personal favourite of mine, the unicorn mount. Not only because it's called the unicorn, but if you're not familiar with this mount, we'll show you guys how to mount it properly. But it's a long extension rod which comes out around here, mounted on the helmet. The reason why this is my favourite, because if you use a traditional camera or a 360 camera flat on your helmet, whenever you reframe downwards, you're always going to get an obstruction of the stitching line. But with the extension, it means that you're able to access all of the views within the 360 space, and you can reframe wherever you want. Just a few things that you want to look out for when you're using the unicorn mount. Firstly, put the 3M sticker onto the mount first and then place it firmly on the helmet. That's going to give you the most secure form of mounting. Secondly is, you will see the way that you spin it, you can have it like this, but the stitching is going to be better if you have 2 lenses, one pointing up and one pointing down. So the next POV is for you guys that would prefer to have a single lens camera. For that, we're going to use the chest mount and put the Insta360 ONE X into steady cam mode, which essentially transforms your 360 camera into a single lens mode, giving you an ultra wide FOV, POV, as well as super stabilized footage. But the cool thing about the chest mount is you're getting a good amount of arms there, which is perfect when you're skiing. And if you want to jazz this up, you can also connect to your Apple Watch and stick some GPS stats on there. joking, this thing is a beast. I'm hand on heart, I haven't had to recharge my batteries once today. I'm using two ONE X's, changing them around with the athletes and using them for myself, and we haven't had to change them. So big appreciation for the cold weather battery. Starting getting really heavy, so it's time to wrap things up, and I'm just switching things up with a little ending vlog on the 1R 1 inch. I hope you guys found this one useful, so when you get stuck into snow season, please keep these tips in mind, and if you do have any other questions, please let me know down in the comments and I'll be happy to answer those. I want to say a big congratulations for getting to the end of 2020. Thanks so much for sticking with us, and we can all look forward to chasing adventure in 2021. And before we go, make sure to like this video if you found it useful, and please consider subscribing so we can continue to chase the adventure in 2021 here at Insta360 TV. Big love to all you guys, best of luck with the new year, and I will see you next week.